Guys, welcome back to the FrugalBC Let's AlGO live stream. I'm BC, and it is Saturday night here. We got some really exciting news here today, so we're going to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I just got back from Minocqua, and I was racing Canicross with my golden retriever. It's her first race ever, so we're really excited about that. Got back in time for the live stream, but we got some really cool stuff going on today. One of the biggest pieces of news, FTX announced that it is going to offer USDCa. We're going to talk about that and what it means and get some context about how that happened. We're going to talk about the new FIFA NFTs coming out, or excuse me, the new FIFA NFTs coming out. That is coming on soon. We've got a new platform that all your favorite Algorand creators are going to be on, so that is really exciting. Let's see. Of course, we're gonna go through the charts. We're gonna look at the crypto charts, the ASA charts, and DApp Radar too, because I think we want to keep track of that. Also, we're gonna learn how Staci got into blockchain. I think that's kind of fun. Staci Warden, the Algorand Foundation CEO. So we'll take a look at that. And outside of crypto news, we're gonna look at the S&P 500, and we're gonna be looking at. Turns out that Celsius CEO Alex Mashinsky was even a bigger schmuck than we thought. So we're going to talk about what he did this week and all that on today's live stream. In the meantime, guys, hope you guys are doing well out there. Let's see who is in the chat. Pat Hardery. Hi, how you doing, Pat? Welcome to the show. Good to have you on. We got lots to talk about today. So it's a great day. I think it was a good week for Algorand overall. Probably the biggest news that I already covered on my channel, but we'll talk about it just briefly, is the fact that Algorand governance extended to October 21st. A funny thing is, someone just earlier had messaged me on one of my old videos about governance saying, oh man, I missed this period, but I'll keep watching your videos so I can see the next one. I said, well, actually, you can still get in because they moved it to October 21st. So I had a video on how that happened and also what strategy I'm taking, because I think Tiny Man had the smartest play. They extended out their Cosmic and AlGO pool through the period, which is something I was kind of surprised the other platforms didn't do, but maybe it took a long time to put together. It's one of those things you had to really scramble. I'm not sure what it takes to put together one of those pools, but the Tiny Man pulled it off. So if you're looking for a good strategy, go watch my video on that, because that is a big one. All right, well, hope everyone is doing well out there. And remember to hit the subscribe button if you guys don't mind. Remember, you don't have to smash it. You can just kind of press it gently. Totally okay with that. And hit the like button too if you don't mind. You can show this to other people. We want to get the word out about Algorand, and it's so far, like I said, it's one of the best blockchains I've come across. Let's see. Oh yeah, one little piece of non-Algorand news. I played Blancos. Blancos? Is it Blancos or Blancos? I played that game for the first time. It is a play to earn game. You can play it for free and download it for free, and it's kind of like a party game. Very fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna play some more of that, but I don't know anything about the earning part yet, so I probably won't make a video on it until I understand it. Excuse me, I should hit the cough button there. Haven't had good luck with play to earn games so far. Cosmic Champs is coming out though, so we'll see how that goes. I like the idea of this one. I like you can just kind of play it without that element. Well, enough of that. Let's get into the charts. Actually, I have to share it, don't I? Otherwise, you guys can't see it. So let's get into that. Oh yeah, before I forget, you guys, if any questions that you guys have, leave them in the chat. I always say I'm going to save them to the end, but I usually end up answering them halfway through. So feel free to leave any comments in the chat that you like. But we're going to talk some charts here. Yeah, actually, I'm having a lot of fun with zone games too. I've been playing those a lot lately, so good call, Pat. In fact, I just played one while I have a setup a little early, and I was waiting for the live stream to start, so I actually was playing a little zone. And of course, I'm here with my my limoncello LaCroix water, best sparkling water that there is. All right, back to the charts now. And no, they don't sponsor me, but I think they should. Yep, Bitcoin down below the $20,000 mark, and Ethereum sitting at 1,200. Everyone's down for the week. There's a few exceptions, but everyone's kind of down a little bit for the week. Nothing too major, except for Cardano. Poor Cardano. Cardano may actually fall below Algorand at this point. It's getting there. Solana won't, but it's down. Solana's down a lot too. Like I said, they all kind of make the same pattern. So you can even see with Tron. Tron is actually up, but they all have almost the same pattern. You see how there's this dip where they all kind of dip together. It's just funny how much they all move together. Yeah, Shiba Inu, Rep, Bitcoin, they're all down except for Eunice. Eunice said Leo. That one just climbed up a crazy amount again. I don't even know what that is. I didn't look since last time. Even my Cosmos down. Chainlink is down. I got some of those. Anyway, all the way down to Algorand sitting at 32 cents, which is not really that bad. It's been a little higher, obviously, but down 5%, which is not the worst, not the best. Fall of the week. Obviously, there's some stuff that did better, but that's AlGO. Wow, my voice is already going. That's not so good. Let's look at Tiny because this is a little interesting too. We're going to take a look at, yeah, but I want to point this out. Usually I come back and talk about this, but Bitcoin is finally down after like being on the biggest gainers like just about every week for a while. Very interesting. I'm actually thinking about having the founder on the channel because I think it's an interesting story. DeFi token is up almost 5% today. It looks like it had a pretty good week too. Cosmic Gold popping up a little bit after being down on the week, as was Go Mint. Chips is way up. Chips is having a good week, and so is Algo Gems. Kind of a weird chart when you look at it. So I think it's weird when they have those kind of squarish valleys. So it means they had a big drop and then kind of puttered along and then had a big gain. It's kind of strange. Vestigia's down. Yieldy is up. Well, look at that. Look at you, Yieldy, up on the week. But, you know, we're still talking. Remember, this was worth 2 cents at one point. It was worth 1/100th of that. That is wild. Yeah, Webland keeps being on this chart, even though that's a really small value. Algodex token is up on the week, and Opulus, what almost looks, it's red, but you know, it almost looks, it must be just down, just a teeny tiny amount on the week. I still wish they put the day and week instead of hour and 24 hours. I just don't think the hour chart is very useful. That's just my opinion. Let's pop over to DAP Radar. So Alien Worlds is still at the top, followed by Splinterlands, Pancake Swap, TT Mining, and then Farmers World on Wax. You know, it's interesting when I was looking through here, a lot of these are on Thundercore, which I have never even heard of. I'm going to have to look into that just to be, because I'm curious what Thundercore is, because they're in so many of the top, say, 15. It's kind of weird that I haven't heard of them. So I don't hear anybody talking about it. I hear the major guys talking about them much. Not that I watch a lot of theirs. Excuse me. I'm trying to look here. Oh, here we go. Algorand. Yeah, so let's see at the top depths. Tiny Man, way at the top now. It's had a huge jump, but I don't think it's. I think it was pretty much bound to be on top. And they made a smart move this week by having Cosmic and AlGO extended. That was a great idea. So good for you, Tiny Man. Very smart. AlGO Dex doing pretty well. Followed by, yeah, Yuli Finance still number 3. I like how they have ETH and ETH crossed out. That's really funny. If you see that right under Yuli Finance. Humble is still up there. I don't understand it because I still can't use Humble. I even tried a few days ago just to see if it was still like that. But what happens is it just won't recognize any assets in my wallet. So when I try to stake, it won't let me stake. It's really weird. Try disconnecting and reconnecting, all that stuff. I'm a big fan of AlGo Stake. They're at number 9. And I kind of think that they just don't have good data. Although for AlGo Stake, nothing's really flowing in and out. So I don't know if they're ever going to, I don't know how they measure these, to be honest. Because it's you don't ever put money on there. You just stake, you just have it, keep it in your wallet. It was just something I kind of like considering the stuff that's been happening. Anyway, that is the DAB Radar. Stop the screen share here. Yeah, I've been liking earning the stake because I have the stake I'm staking stake on AlGo Stake. There's a sentence for you, right? And what's going on with Yieldly? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what's going on with Yieldly. That's something I've been meaning to investigate. I just haven't been using it. I've been out of it for a while. I just feel like there's better stuff on other platforms. Also, I'm pretty sure I think I said this in another video, but their percentages are way off. Like they're not giving you nearly as much as they say they are. I did the math twice, so I'm pretty sure I'm right. AC Max, how you doing? I don't know if I've seen you before. I had that issue with Humble a while back. Yeah, it's been doing it. It was a while back that I'm trying to think how long it was. Early in the summer, I think that I tried it out, and just did not work. Or it did work. I'm sorry, it did work at first, and then about a month later, it just stopped working. I couldn't add anything to it, and I haven't been able to since. Very odd. And someone told me, it's like, well, they were trying to give me some troubleshooting tips, and I'm like, well, why would I troubleshoot? There's just other platforms I can use that work. So that's my thoughts on it. All right, let's share the big news. Sorry, here 1 second. It's weird because they're never in the order that I put them in when I go to pull them up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, FTX now supports Algorand USDC, otherwise known by many as USDCa. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot of dear users. FTX now supports the following stablecoin: Algorand chain USDC. That's pretty much it. That's all they say. They tell you a little bit about price fluctuations, which USDC shouldn't have. But I thought this was interesting. It turns out that the mooch had something to do with this. And I've seen this in other places. This is from Recoup. Coop Daniels, otherwise known, he has the show called The Recoup. We're just going to watch a little bit of this also so I can catch my breath.
I mean, that's another bit of news. FTX also just recently launched, is supporting AlGO.
Yeah.
And, something that we talk about a lot in the community is when is one of these major exchanges going to list USDCa or USDC, the ASA? Like we got to get
Coinbase. I'll work on that. So, I partnered up with FTX for Crypto Bahamas.
Yeah.
I brought Silvio down there.
Mm-hmm.
As well as Steve and Sean. And what I would say to you is, before the thing started, I went to Sam and I said, Sam, would we come close? We're partnered up together. It would be a huge favor to me if you guys could create cash spot trading for FTX, for AlGO on FTX.
Mm-hmm.
And he shook my hand and said, I promised to do it before the conference. Now, here's the good news about that. They did a tremendous amount of due diligence.
So I think that's pretty interesting. Oh, sorry. Was it too loud? Well, we're back on anyway. So yeah, very interesting. Interesting idea that it turns out, and actually it is confirmed that he did have, okay, sorry about that. I'll make sure to turn the mic off next time. I got one more video to play later on, so I'll be sure to do that. I'm never sure of how it's going to come through. Yeah, very interesting because it was confirmed later too that Scaramucci did have a lot to do with actually getting it on the chain. So pretty cool that it's on FTX. Now, why is this a big deal? It gives you one more off-ramp opportunity for and able to use a stable coin to do that, which is pretty cool. Now you could just obviously you could just transfer it over to AlGO and then swap it out that way into fiat, but it's nice when you can. It seems to set the precedent that you can maybe take payments on USDCa and then swap that out to fiat when you need it. So I think it's a good positive sign. It's nice to have an ASA be supported on it. And thanks to the Mooch, who also has a book. So if you guys are watching this after the fact, you can see you can check out the link to his book. I can't remember what it's called right now. Algorand Forever, something like that. Also, Staci Warden had a little interview recently, and she kind of talked about how she got into crypto. And I'm always curious about these things. It's usually my first question if I ever interview somebody is how you got into crypto, because I think it's kind of an interesting way that it comes about. So let's look at that. And yes, I will turn my mic off. Sorry, it takes me a while to pull these up.
What made you decide to transition from legacy finance into the crazy world of crypto?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, everybody has their own going down the rabbit hole story. I was asked by the National Institute of the Press to do some research on Bitcoin to teach reporters about Bitcoin. This is back in 2013. I emerged from my house, as I like to say, 6 days and 3 pizzas later, in love. And I've kind of never looked back. And I was doing it kind of with TradFi, but the crypto ecosystem is just getting bigger and bigger, and it moves faster and faster. So last year I made the decision, you're in or you're out. But you can't do it half-time anymore.
Do you think that's going to be a trend in legacy finance?
Oh yeah, the road from TradFi to crypto is one way, I would say, yeah.
Forgot to turn it back on, apparently. Okay, well there we are. Now I'm back on. So you asked what's the difference between USDC and USDA. It's back on now. The difference is that the USDCa is on the Algorand blockchain, so it's an ASA on the Algorand chain, is not on whatever chain the regular USDC is on. And so that's how it works. Yeah, so apparently I didn't got this because I forgot to turn my mic back on. Oh boy. Okay, well, unfortunately there's no more videos, so we shouldn't have any more snafus. So I got some non-crypto news we're going to get to. Well, actually, one other thing I want to share. Hold on. It's so hard to find them. You guys all know the FIFA NFTs. Well, it turns out the FIFA is going to drop in a couple days. Probably pretty soon. They're going to be dropping their next series of packs. So the next collection is coming out. As you know, the series went really well. It's very impressive how well they did. They sold a tons of these things. In fact, I should pull it up. Well, while I'm pulling it up, yeah. So I don't know if you guys have been buying these. I bought like 3 packs, and I've got 3 rares now. In fact, I'll just look at my collection here. Yeah, here's my collection. I got a 2 rare Mexicos, and then actually it's the same goal, 1 rare, and then 1 rare England FIFA World Cup, and then a whole bunch of commons. So I didn't get any epics or iconics, but it's what's kind of crazy is if I'll see if it shows me here. Yeah, look at this. This one from Brazil is going for 33,270. I don't know if anyone bought it. I don't know if they let you filter by bot. I don't think they do. But apparently people have been selling, like even this one, 17 for this epic. The rares are going for like 5. So you could use, if you got more than 1 rare in a pack, you could subsidize your pack by selling one of them, I guess. People apparently are buying them too on the secondary market. So it's kind of cool that they got this going right away. I've thought that this has been a pretty good way. Some people are selling commons too, because sometimes you just want to complete your collection. So yeah, I'd say you could probably turn some of these around. I don't know how many people are buying them. There's no way to. Doesn't look like there's a way to newest. Yeah, just newest, oldest, but there's nothing around sold. So all right. So Pat asked, did you sell? Here, I'll just transfer back. Pat asked, did you sell any of your FIFA NFTs? I didn't sell any yet. Nope. I might try to sell one just for the fun of it. I got the duplicates of that one goal. I got the 1 rare is so I'm gonna check that out. And FFT says, oh my God, I haven't checked these prices. I have a couple epics. Well, good for you, man. Yeah, sell them out. See what you get for them. Who knows, right? I haven't tried to sell ones. I don't know how it works, but I think it's pretty cool that you can do it. I'm super happy about this project. It's brought a lot of TVL into Algorand that is total value locked. Hey, Michael Jordan on the stream. Heck yeah, Michael Jordan. Let's go. Let's AlGO. All right. I got a couple of non-Algorand news that I still think is definitely worth talking about. So let's talk about those. And one is, always make me hunt for these. Here we go. Yeah, Alex Mashinsky, turns out bigger piece of garbage than we thought. He withdrew, this is the CEO of Celsius, he withdrew $100 million from Celsius before freezing customer accounts. It was like days before. So this situation has really got me thinking a lot. I had some money on Celsius. I'm sure a lot of you know, but for those that don't know, Celsius was like it's kind of like a lending platform, but they would give you like these huge rewards for holding your crypto with them. And supposedly the way they were paying for that was through Bitcoin mining. But it turns out they were actually doing a lot of lending, and they were way over leveraged. Alex Mashinsky had said at one point that he didn't think Bitcoin would ever go below something like 35,000 or 38,000, which is nuts because like anyone who just studies the charts knows that Bitcoin tends to, during bear markets, it tends to fall like 85% of its all-time high. So you got to realize this stuff is very volatile and is going to go down. But this is what happened. It said former CEO of Celsius, Alex Mashinsky, allegedly withdrew $10 million from the company's account back in May, just weeks before the now defunct crypto lending firm froze customer withdrawals, according to Financial Times. So it's close to the mayor told FT that the withdrawal has been pre-planned. It was linked to Mashinsky's estate planning. Okay. Sounds like a good way to... But these are the same guys that when they were going through bankruptcy and they had frozen everybody's account, they were trying to raise money by selling shirts called Unbankrupt Yourself. Yeah, it's real classy there. Leading up to the hefty withdrawal, Mashinsky would reportedly withdraw small amounts of crypto for taxes, the source said, and he consistently deposited crypto in amounts that totaled what he withdrew in May. Now, by the way, Mashinsky on September 27th resigned, which I think is a good move. Says he was very sorry about the difficult financial circumstances members of our community are facing and called himself a distraction to Celsius and his path to recovery. Well, it probably is, but yeah. So I've learned some valuable lessons from that. Be really careful about where you send your money. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, which fortunately I didn't with him, but yeah, I definitely, I'm not expecting to get any of the crypto I had staked on their backs. So I think that's gone. It also makes me think when I work on this channel, I think a lot about like when I review a project, I want them to be doxed. Like you should have your information out there. And I come in hard on the paint for some of these projects when they don't put who's behind it. Now, there's a new company called Citrus that is being run by Monty from Crypto Nerd, and the company basically verifies your ownership so you can keep your personal information off of it. I don't think that's a bad idea because some of these companies, they're working in like some kind of traditional company, like as an engineer, and then they go off and start this crypto project on their own. They don't necessarily want their employers to know about it. I can kind of understand that. At the same time, we need to be able to trust these guys, and knowing who they are is a good step. Not always, not the end all be all though. I've been thinking about whether it's a good idea that they should have to share their wallets addresses or the main wallet addresses, so we can see like stuff like this. Like they're going to withdraw $10 million. Like we should have some heads up on that. Just something I've been thinking about. Haven't solved it yet. Oh, and the one other thing I was going to share, non-crypto related, is for people who care about stonks. It was not good. This is one day is way down. We're way down S&P 500. Kind of a weird. If you look at the 5-day, it was kind of a weird day because we had some bad news in terms of CPI, and then the market kind of tanked, and then it kind of like shot up again. So it's actually for a while there on the 5-day, it was actually up. And then it just kind of came back down again. And if you look at year to date, it is down. The stonks, as the kids say, is down 25% on the year. So if you're worried about like crypto, you're bummed about crypto being down, well, stocks are getting it too. So everybody's miserable. Unless you're in Congress, then you can make money by trading on all the inside information that you have. But I didn't say that out loud, did I? Okay, going to a little more positive news. I want to talk about this company called, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. I want to talk about this company called NifGen. In fact, I'm going to come to this tab instead. So NifGen is an NFT marketplace, but it's actually going to be much more than that. Now, this is launching December 1st, and this is going to be the place where all your favorite Algorand creators are going to be. They've reached out to all of us. We're pretty much all signed up. And what it's going to be essentially is it's going to be like a Patreon style type service, except we're all going to be kind of pulled together. So the way it'll work is like if you can, you'll be able to sign up for, say, like you go through my link and you just want my content. It's going to be like $4.99, and you'll get all my extra content. What I'm probably going to do is like a video portfolio review every week, just to talk about how things are going, what's down, what's up, et cetera, what moves I made, all that stuff. So that's going to be. Plus, I'll try to think of some other stuff too. I don't want it to just be that. So that's $4.99. But then for $8.99, you'll be able to get my stuff and all the other Algorand creators that are on there. So Alex Birdman, JT, the Next Block, all those guys are going to be on there. Pretty much everyone that's an Algorand YouTuber signed up for it. So we're really excited about it because I think it's going to be a good way to support our work and hopefully allow us to do more of it. I think it could be really big for launching a lot of YouTubers and making real careers out of it versus kind of doing this part-time. And the cool thing for you guys is that you'll be able to support all your favorite Algorand creators in one payment instead of, having to, because I think like right now, if I have like 10 comedian podcasts that I like, if I wanted to support them all, it'd be really expensive and I'd have to do them all individually. But this way I can pay one fee and get them all, which is pretty cool. So look for that December 1st. You'll probably hear a lot more about it from me. So that's going to be fun. Hey guys, remember to, you can always leave questions in the chat. We'll answer some. I'll answer some on YouTube as well. In fact, am I at that point? Kind of looks like it. So leave some questions. We got 10, 15 minutes to go yet here. So I'm going to look at what questions I got on YouTube this week. Meanwhile, leave a question in the chat and I will answer it live on the show. Let's see, going back through. Yeah, so I talked about this earlier in the show, but someone had thought that they missed the governance period. But as we know, you can govern. They extended it to October 21st, so you got some time. How much time is that? That is Friday. I think you have till Friday. Yep. So definitely get on that. Let's see. Not getting as many questions these days. I'm just getting a lot of like great video. Oh yeah, well, I don't even know how to answer this. Someone had said, so I have already put my AlGO into governance. Do I need to take it out and then stake in TinyMan, then LP into AlGO governance? You would have to, you'd have to take the AlGO out of governance if you wanted to use that AlGO. And I'm pretty sure you can do that. I don't know 100% for sure, but if you wanted to do that in addition, where you had that LP already, or you wanted to create more of it, and then you wanted to stake at the governance, you can do that without having to change anything about your current governance commitment. Let's see, who else? Because I always get a lot of spam too. Oh yeah, someone found me on a comment for another video. I thought that was kind of funny. I commented on this video where Mr. Beast was talking with someone about YouTube, about what works well on YouTube, and there was this kind of weird girl at the end that I said she sounded like the spam comment. She sounded like the human version of the spam comment that every YouTuber gets, because she was just asking these really bizarre questions about like wanting to sponsor Mr. Beast or something. It was weird. And he was like, yeah, I don't need that. Still getting a lot of positive comments about that Adam Bergman interview. I had a lot of fun doing that. Pat, who's watching live now, asked me about what I was doing, what I was going to do with the PBTC algo farm that was ended. And yeah, what I did is I split off the PBTC and algo, and I used my algo to go further into the algo cosmic gold pool on farming on Tiny Man, and then I just kept my PBTC because that's my Bitcoin holdings basically. I've moved it all to Algorand. Get a lot of really nice comments. Oh yeah, I talked about my mission earlier in the week too. A lot of people like that one. Not really, didn't really spark a lot of questions though. I was trying to see if there's any other ones. Yeah, that's mostly it. I mean, I'm just going back through because I know I didn't have a live stream last week. But yeah, people really, that was probably one of the most comments I ever got, was the interview I did with Admin Bergman. All right. Well, let's see. What is let's see. Let's go through some of the questions here. Do you think Algorand Inc. also joins governance? Kind of sad because my reward is not getting higher, even my portfolio increases. Yeah, I don't think Algorand itself is in it, but what I think they're doing is that you're going to see a lot fewer governors because a lot of people are going through like Folks Finance and AlgoFi, and so they're all kind of in one thing. But yeah, the rewards haven't been. Let me take a look here. Sorry, this will just take me a second to pull up here, and then I will switch it. Oop, right on top. Yeah, so I mean, this is the current rewards. What's it been? It's been 1.93. The last one was 1.99. One before that was 2.51. So yeah, the period rewards, and then that one's 3.5. So yeah, they've been going down. They've been going down a lot, just because there's been more committed algo each time, right? So if we start with period 1, we had 1.7 billion algo. Then we had 2.8 billion algo. So with the amount of algo, and then 3.5 billion, so you can see the amount of algo committed has been going up each and every time. So and you have a set amount of algo rewards, so you're going to get less every time. So period 5 so far, there is already 3.89. The period reward is 1.81%. So I think I hate to say it, but you probably want to expect that going forward, because more and more people are, as more and more algo gets involved in it, the rewards are just going to keep going down. And thanks for the question. Hey, Caitlin Guzman, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the show. What is your Twitter? It is here, I'll pull it up. Even better. This will just take me a second. I don't have a producer, so I can't. It takes me a little while. Yeah, here's my Twitter. It is @BC_Kowalski, KOWALSKI. You can see it on there. Otherwise, if you search FrugalBC.algo, it'll pop up. I even changed my profile. I was thinking about. I've been debating using this as my profile on YouTube. I kind of made my own CryptoPunk style GIF art. I don't know. We'll see. I thought about doing little NFTs with those too. Not sure yet. But yeah, welcome back. Glad to haven't seen you in a while, so glad to see you back. Pat says, when? Oh, I don't have to share here. When does the algo price finally shoot up? Well, it'll be a while. I think we're going to be in a bear market for a while. The markets are down. All crypto is down. So we're going to be in there. We're going to be in the bear market for a while. So I would just enjoy it, play around with the fun stuff, and hodl on, because it'll be probably a while. That's probably not the thing that, it's probably not a popular thing to say, but it is what it is. I wouldn't expect it to shoot up for a while. I think the fact that it hasn't fallen farther when a lot of other stuff is a good thing, though. I think so. Let's see. AC Max asked if I talked about Guard. No, I haven't gotten into that one yet. I'll put that on my list. I'll definitely look into that, because always got to be checking out the new things. Guard spam is spam bad. I don't know. Well, thanks for following, Catlin. What do you see as all-time low for AlGO? You mean how far down could it go? It's hard to say. I don't like to make predictions too much, but I would expect it to be. I don't think it's going to drop as low as some of the other cryptos are, just because there's so much activity going on. So it could go down further, but it will go down. If it goes down further, it's because a lot of other cryptos have gone down even further. Like Cardano is, I think if you look at like Cardano, it's just dropped a lot. When the highs are highs, it drops a lot. It raises a lot, but when the lows are lows, it really drops a lot. And that's because I think people are more excited about the idea of Cardano than actual application. Whereas I think with AlGO, I think people like actually use it. So, and then we have a lot of positive news, like the FIFA NFTs. That's a very good thing. That's brought a lot of TVL in. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think I don't think we'll see it go a lot lower, but it's hard to say. You never know. Anytime you make predictions with stuff like this, it's crypto. You just never know. So, wish I could give you a better answer. What I would say is that I'm definitely seeing this as a good time to buy. So I'm definitely buying AlGO. I'm not really buying a lot of other cryptos. And I think when the bull market hits again, people who buy at these prices, anywhere below 50 cents, are going to be very, very happy. Probably even people below $1 will be very, very happy in the future, but it's not going to be tomorrow. I'll tell you that much. It's not going to be next week, or probably maybe late next year, maybe. But probably 2024 is going to be the target. And a lot depends on what happens in the regular markets too. We're probably going to see a real estate. What I'm looking for is I think we're going to see a big real estate price drop coming up soon, maybe in 6 months or so. And then when you see the real estate prices drop, I think that's going to be a really good time on Lofty, because I think a lot of the cash on cash returns are going to be higher, because there's going to be more, the tokens will be spread out over less value. So you'll be buying more property for that $50 token. So that's what I think. All right, guys, any more questions? Otherwise, my voice is just about dead. Not sure why. Okay, well, guys, thanks so much I appreciate you guys being on with me today. If you're not subscribed already, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. As I always say, you don't have to smash it. You can just press it gently. We do have a join tab as well if you want to join the community. Otherwise, keep an eye out for the NIF thing. I think that's going to be really huge. And, watch the videos and all that. Stay safe out there, guys. Yeah, good vibes. Good vibes to everybody. Yeah, I will rest my voice. Hopefully me and Puppy Dog will curl up. She's all tired from our Canacross run today. So, all right, guys, stay safe out there. Peace and love. And as always, see you in the future.